Hello, this is Guy Barker here, and I'm going to give a quick demo of how to create and use a custom voice as part of an Azure text-to-speech service. So here we are at the Azure portal. I'm signed in with a particular account, and I'm at the dashboard, and I'm going to create a speech resource. So I'll go to create a resource, type speech in the search box, and when the long list of speech related services appear, I'm going to click speech, and that'll be the unified speech service that includes both speech to text and text to speech. So I'll click speech, then click the create button, okay, I'll give this speech service a name, so I'll call it something I can find later, AI4ADemo speech. Okay, and then click the create button. Oops, looks like I spelled the name of it with a double H, but that's okay. And the service is now, the resource is being deployed and should be ready to be used in a few moments. Okay, there it has been successfully deployed. So I'll pin that new service to the dashboard, and basically that's it. This service is now good for me to go to use the default text-to-speech available through the Azure Speech Service. But in my case, I want to actually create a custom voice. So what I'm going to do next is go to the CRIS.ai portal, where I'm signed in with the same account as I was when I created that service a moment ago at the dashboard, the resource at the dashboard. So now we have custom speech shown here and custom voice. For the moment, I'm interested in custom voice. So I will click data. And what I'm going to do is upload some custom voice data. So I'm going to click import data. Now for this demo, I only have one recording, which is going to be quite insufficient for generating a useful custom voice, but it'll do for this demo. So I'm going to name the dataset anything I want. AI, I added this earlier in a test, so it's pre-populated in this drop-down list of AI4ADemo custom voice data. And now apparently I do have to describe it. I found out earlier that you can't progress past this form if you haven't actually added some description data. So I'll say Barker test. The language is for this is going to be EN US, gender's male. Okay, now uploading transcripts and text. Now I did actually wonder if I could upload exactly the same data as I did when I created a custom acoustic data for a custom speech to text earlier. Now I can't upload exactly the same thing, turns out. So I'm going to go to the data I'll be uploading. The WAV file data I upload is of the same format as I used to create a custom acoustic data for a custom speech to text service earlier. So the WAV file's okay, but I need to rename it. The WAV file needs to contain apparently nothing but numeric digits, and similarly in the transcriptions for it, I'll open up a test transcription file earlier. I don't include the dot wave in the name. I just put the name part of it without the extension. But otherwise, the data is pretty similar to the data I used for a custom acoustic data. So I'll close that there. Now, and so what I'm going to do is go back to this form, and I will upload this data. It's going to pause the recording momentarily as I browse for that information. Okay, I've selected the transcript files and the zip file containing the WAV file, and now click import. Okay, now having specified that data, the status shown in this table is not started. I expect that to change for long. There we go, to running, and I don't know how long it will take. I'll pause the recording for a short while until that status has changed to be succeeded. Okay, that probably only took about 30 seconds or so. So now I've imported my data. I'm going to create a custom voice model from that data. So I'll click on the Models tab. Let's say Create New. Okay, I want to create a new model based on this. Now I'm going to call it Barker Test, the actual name of the voice associated with this custom model I'm creating. And again, I think I do have to select add something for the description. And I'm going to say Create. Oh. Okay, I should have selected male there rather than female. Also, I think the reason why clicking Create didn't move me on is that I hadn't actually selected the utterances that I want to be incorporated in the model. So I do have to select the data associated with the utterances that will be used. So now having selected that, I think, yes, there we go. Okay, so the custom model is going to be created, and the status of this is not started. I expect in a few moments that will change to say running, and when it does, I will pause the recording until the creation of the custom model has been as status is changed to succeeded. So I don't know how long it's going to take to start running. Hopefully it won't be long, but I'll pause the recording until the model's created. Okay, there we go. There's the custom model completed. Status has succeeded. That probably took about 10 minutes. Now, what I'm going to do first, before deploying the this model, I'm going to give it a quick test. Now, I'm going to try and record the device here. I'll see if that works. Okay, so I will type, this is a demo. Okay, I'm going to not do that. I'm going to go back to just deploying the endpoint. Okay, I'm going to call this endpoint AI custom voice endpoint, and some dummy description. Say create. Okay, and again, this is now in the process of being deployed. Status is not started, so I'll pause the recording until the deployment is completed. Okay, the status of that has changed to succeeded. That probably took a couple of minutes. And now having deployed the voice, I'm going to try and test it from here. Okay, so I think with the earlier testing I was going to do, I think I would have generated audio and had to download it and play it. I think I can actually test the voice directly from this site here. So I'll just check I'm recording. Yeah, I am recording the device, I believe. So I'm going to type some text to test. Importantly, I notice it says that SSML is not supported. Now, I'm not sure what that means as far as calling the using the voice from my demo app, because the text-related code I pasted in for a GitHub sample, I believe, is generating SSML, or at least trying to. So it could be that there's problems trying to use this voice with the sample code I'd already created. It could be that that code needs to be tweaked to output, instead of SSML, but regular plain text. But I will type some text in now. This is a demo. Hit play.
This is a demo.
Okay, and I heard this is a demo. The quality of the voice was very low indeed, but that's probably to be expected when you create a custom voice with all utterance in it. But anyway, it seems that the voice has been created at least and is deployed, and so it's ready for my app to use. So this is where I'm going to go to my app and update it to use this custom voice. So I'll switch to Visual Studio here, and this code is the code from the sample of the demo Solitaire app, SA11Y TAIRE. and I'm in the text-to-speech service.cs file. Now, 3 pieces of information in here. Need the authentication URI, endpoint key for that authentication URI, and then the endpoint that I'll call to actually make the web request to get the perform the GTS action. The authentication URI and the endpoint key are actually the same as they would be if I was using the default text-to-speech, and I can get those from the Azure portal. So I'll switch back to the portal, go to the speech service created earlier, and then click Overview. And I will copy the endpoint for authentication, paste that into my app, and I'll copy the key. There we go. One more time. Paste that in the app, and then I need to get the new custom voice endpoint. So I'll switch back to the portal where I created the custom voice, and there's an endpoint URL here, and I will copy that and paste it into my app. Okay, now the only other change I'm going to make here is down in the place where I request the TTS work is actually done, and I supply a certain amount of information to that. And most of this already applies to my custom voice, for example, the gender and the locale. However, the voice name has changed, so I'm going to update that to use the name that I supplied when I created the custom voice. Now, having done that, I am then going to just run the app and see what happens. I have a breakpoint in the event handler where when the audio has been generated for the voice. I'm also going to put a breakpoint in the error handler as well, in case we get an error back. Okay, and I've updated the app such that issuing a command in it will call my text-to-speech function here of speak now with the text, this is a demo. And I'm also going to put a breakpoint on the authentication where we'd actually connect to the service. I'll run the app now. I'll pause the recording while the app starts up. Okay, and now I'm going to issue the command to call my TTS function. Okay, and we're going to have the text spoken, this is a demo, all being well. And we'll try and authenticate ourselves with the text-to-speech service. Yep, that worked okay. And now I'm actually going to try and have the text output. So I'll run the app now. It's an earlier breakpoint that I added myself while debugging, so I'll keep on going. Okay, and my callback has, my event handler has been called with the stream for the audio associated with the text I want spoken, and the audio is for the custom voice. So I'll run the app now. Okay, and the TTS said this is a demo. So that was a demo of how to first go to Azure portal and create a resource for the speech service, and then to go to the CRIS.ai portal to create a custom voice based on data uploaded, and then a model created from the data, and then finally deploying it, and then updating the app, the Solitaire app, to instead use the default text-to-speech service to use a TTS service that leverages the custom voice I created. Thank you.